to Marcia's.
No, I think it's on our page. Oh, well, there we are. We'll start all over again.
Oh, we're live now?
We are live now.
Oh my goodness. We thought we were live and we went for what, about 2 minutes rambling?
We did, but actually, I think they may see it and they'll catch up. We'll just repeat ourselves.
Okay. No, you're on. We're on now. Okay. My goodness.
I just said to Marcia, I think I finally have this technology thing figured out today. No.
Should have knocked on wood. We did not. Okay. So I tried really hard not to act surprised that we were going live, and it backfired on me.
It did.
Because we weren't live. Okay, so once again, welcome, our happy quilters. We're so glad that you joined us here again today, live from Rochester, Minnesota. This is the Marcia and Joy Show at Pine Needles Quilt and Sew.
And if this actually did record, because here's the thing, our streaming stuff starts recording us, whether we're live or not.
Oh.
So they might see the intro twice.
Okay.
Or they might not. I don't know.
Well, the first intro was really better, but
it was. Okay.
The ending is going to be best on this.
So take two.
There we go. So here we are. So make sure you like, comment, and share, because every week we give away 3 $10 gift certificates. One of them, of course, is for our trivia winner that will come along a little bit later today. And the other 2 actually will be drawing on Saturday night. So those of you that are working today, like we are, you have a chance to win as well, because you can watch the recording and comment there and share as well.
I just can't believe it, Marcia.
What?
How do we manage this every week? You'd think after 3 years. Anyway, thanks for bearing with us.
It's okay.
But what they missed was all the fun of fall classes.
No, I'm going to go.
Oh, you're getting there. Okay.
It's hard. You know, it's kind of like when you're doing something, like when you do a workshop and when you're going table to table around here in the classroom. Now, did I say this to this table, or did I say it to the last table, or, you know, you get all messed up.
Okay,
so.
I'll just pretend we didn't say anything.
Anyways,
we'll
so, okay, we're going to be drawing for 2 of the winners on Saturday evening, because the weekly email this week is going to go out on Sunday, because we are rolling out all of the classes at Quilt Fair, which is happening Saturday morning. So if you're one of the lucky ones that got signed up in time to come to Quilt Fair before it's sold out, you are going to get to see everything that's going on in the store September through about the middle of December. We've got fun things. We've been working hard. We've been planning. National educators galore.
I know, so much fun.
Plus so much other fun stuff, things that you've asked for, and we'll be talking about them here as they get closer and closer.
Right.
But you'll want to look at the Sunday weekly email, because all of it's classes and nothing but classes, and it's pretty amazing. So my jokes.
I'm ready.
My jokes. We're still in the summer joke season. So, Joy, what did the lake say to the sailboat?
What did the lake say to the sailboat, Marcia?
It said nothing. It just waved.
And it's even good the second time around.
I know. We didn't get to the second joke, I don't think, did we?
No, we did not. We got Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Why do mummies not go on a summer vacation?
Why do mummies not go on summer vacation?
Because they're afraid to relax and unwind.
I think I must be a mummy.
Okay, there we go.
There we go.
All right, well, time to get right into it, into new fabrics. And oh my gosh, I almost need you to help me hold this one.
I know, because look at these fall yumminess. I dressed for it today, the fall colors.
This is huge.
It is. That's
this
a tower.
This is the biggest one I think I've ever seen. So these, my happy quilters, are flannels.
I know, and our flannel selection was down, so I'm so excited that we have restocked.
Primitive Gatherings, and they're called Autumn Gatherings. You're collecting these. This is one big long one of these.
I know. So they're 39 fat quarters.
39 fat quarters. Okay.
So these have almost as many uses as pantyhose, just saying. 101 uses. My aunt will write the pantyhose one, and I'll write the Moda ribbon one.
Okay, so here, look at this. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. Okay, well, let's take a closer look down here.
Okay.
Then here we go. So let's start with these oranges.
I wish they could feel these. I'm going to move the stack off to my side so
you hand
that
them
they
to
can
me
see.
in color groups.
Okay.
Okay, so we're starting with this beautiful, beautiful orange. These are mostly plaids. This is not really a plaid. This is just a tone on tone. It's got a little bit of green and stuff. This is herringbone. Fun orange print. These would be great for making pumpkins.
I was just thinking that. Remember that quilt I made with all those hand-stitched pumpkins? Perfect.
These looks like wool, but it's flannel. It's just beautiful.
Yes.
And here's a bigger plaid. Oh my goodness.
What would you call the toasty orange color? And then
it's just a toasty orange
and
color.
gold and beautiful
We have
yellows.
some golds. Well, let's keep them down here. This is more yellowish for the pumpkin blossom.
Oh, and then look at these.
What would fall be without some purples? Actually, I'm going to move this up like this and go here. I think there they can see just fine. Here's these wide buffalo type plaids. This is
herringbone?
that is a herringbone. It's a small one though.
Right?
And just a tone on tone print. Beautiful greens. These are a bit olivey.
Oh, but they're so gorgeous with
They
all
really
those
are.
colors.
This one's got a little red.
Now this is kind of an interesting neutral color that you have.
It is. This is like putty or stone or.
It's not quite tan. It's not really khaki.
It's not brown. It's
No.
not really gray.
It's just a nice soft blender with all of those.
I love it. It's really pretty.
Then we get into the grays, and we have a couple of tones of gray. So I give you the light ones first.
Okay, so for the grays, I think I'm just going to go in two places here so we can get everything showing. So the herringbone, the big plaid, the tone on tone print. This is kind of a diagonal stripey thing.
It is.
And then a smaller plaid. Lovely.
Then we have the medium to dark grays, Marcia.
Oh my goodness, these are pretty. So we go into these medium grays, which are lovely. And then this, now we're starting to get into more dark.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of going upside down here.
Houndstooth is so
There we go.
fun.
It is. I love these little smaller plaids too. I'll move this up a little bit so everybody can see. This is one that we chose. Well, actually, Alyssa chose this for the background of the quilt you're going to be showing pretty soon. And then here is kind of the black, lighter kind of black toned.
Let's slide that this way just a little bit so we can see
see
all the colors.
Oh, this is a.
And Marcia, there's one more.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, we got to put it up here. We got the panel that comes in with the fat quarters.
And this is a white one.
Yes. So she's laughing because we just talked about this, but we'll talk about it after the quilt. So here is the
Absolutely.
white panel that comes in with the fat quarter pack only.
So this, I saw this and I had to call our good friend Doug yesterday and say, okay, what are we supposed to do with this panel? Because it's all strange sizes.
It is strange sizes.
And he answered me very well. We've got a quilt that we are now kitting.
And it's available for pre-order, isn't it?
And it is hopefully, Susie, it's available for pre-order, isn't it?
Maybe it's even ready, but here,
I
let's
think
show
so.
it. It's
Let's
gorgeous.
show it. It is beautiful. So here's the picture. We haven't made it yet. So it's by our friends at Primitive Gatherings, and Lisa Bonjean is just over across the border in Wisconsin, and this is hers. And we are making the dark version of it. She asked a little while ago about the panel and why I chose the black one, because we only have the black panel and this one panel that came in with this fat quarter pack of white. So how that happened is, like, we order our fabrics like almost a year ahead of time, it seems.
We do.
It was a long time ago. And I think at that time in the store we had so many panels and we were just like getting paneled out. Love panels, don't get me wrong, I love panels. But we kind of decided, okay, so when we order these collections of fabrics, and if some of them have 2, 3, and even 4 different panel backgrounds, same
print, different color
So
background.
I think we decided on the black one.
Well,
the dark
because
one
look at this. It's so classic in the black. It's so Primitive Gatherings, and we just felt that it just blended best together.
Right, exactly. So anyways, the kits are coming for that one. Absolutely love these.
And these are just scrumptiously soft and gorgeous. Be sure when you order that kit that you ask about backing or get your backing at the same time.
These are a little heavier too.
They are. They're very nice, dense flannel, and you're not going to want to wait for your backing. You're going to want to get it at the same time.
No, those are going to go out fast.
They are, so you want to make sure you have your first choice of backing.
Yeah, all right.
We already talked about it.
We talked about that.
We didn't talk about Quilt Fair. We did in the first part of our show. We talked about if you're coming to Quilt Fair on Saturday, we are sold out. But we're going to roll out all the classes that day. We are going to
roll out all the classes, and oh my gosh, we got a demo derby, and we've got some other things. It's going to be so fun. I can't hardly wait.
I know, because fairs are great.
It is going to be fun. Okay, so this is one class that we're going to show you ahead of time. You can grab this because it's coming right up. And so we took a break during the summer for our embroidery club, and Kendra is back with Embroidery Club, and it's this really cute bag, zippered bag. Comes in 2 sizes. That one is the small size that you're going to make. And the kit comes with this designer sparkle vinyl. The fabrics,
is the bottom is so beautiful.
The fabrics for the top and the lining. I think the lining is the orange stripe.
Yep, let me open that up and show you.
And also we're adding in here, and the pattern, it's a downloadable, unique to every single pattern, no sharing. You're going to get the downloadable code to download this to your computer and then to your machine. And
best part ever, Marcia. What is that spider made with?
Glow-in-the-dark thread. So we are adding to this kit a spool of Wonderfill or glow-in-the-dark thread for you to do the spider and this little web. You will have to furnish your own black thread, but the zipper, everything else is in here. Batting, everything for you to make this little project. And you can follow along with Kendra. They're virtual on the Facebook page right here where you're watching this one. And so, of course, they're recorded there, so you can go back and watch it anytime. You don't have to watch her live if you don't want to. If you get stuck, you can go back and look at the recording, because she's going to be making this live right on the Facebook page. Ah, look at there.
There's an outside pocket.
Those are my poison glasses.
I know. They match the Halloween.
They do.
Be sure you sign up, because it is a great way to stretch your creative options. And we have a wonderful fall of embroidery clubs lined up for you.
We do, and we're continuing to do these live because during the pandemic we gained so many of you from far away that have become our peeps too. So you can participate in this far or near.
Exactly.
Lots of fun.
And when it's virtual, you can go back and watch it again. So you can watch it once with a bowl of popcorn, and once while you're making it, and once again when you want to review those techniques.
Absolutely. So the next thing we have is a new By Annie bag. And we have kits for this, and this is a wonderful one because it's made with linen. Cotton linen, right? Or is it cotton? Oh no, it's canvas.
It's canvas.
You're right.
I was going to say, well, I guess you could stretch it to linen if you want.
No, it's heavier than linen too.
So this By Annie bag is great because it has handles on both sides, so you can pick up and grab and go. It has a zipper across the top. Everything on an Annie bag is finished on the inside, and it comes everything you need but the soft and stable to make the kit.
To make pattern and everything. So this is just really fun, and our fabric, this has scissors and snips on it, so this would be great for retreats or just about anything. But it stands up so nicely and opens up.
And it's washable with the soft and stable inside for that standing part.
And I just love how she does them, that everything is bound on the inside too. So.
And this is a great beginner's project for bag making.
It is. It's wonderful. All right, the big swoon kit behind us.
Oh, yeah. Hello. Let me grab that.
All right, this was the cover quilt on a publication that we get from Moda. This was the cover quilt. It features all of the new collections, and this is Camille Roski. You know, it's Bonnie and Camille for years and years, and now she's alone. Camille is. Bonnie retired, and so this was her first line. It was called Nantucket Summer. And oh my goodness, it has just flew off the shelves.
It has, because it's such a classic color combination.
But this is quick and easy because the pieces are so big, and yet it is stunning. It is one great big swoon block, and we have kits for that.
And look
made,
at,
yep,
oops, sorry.
made out of the Nantucket summer fabrics, and includes pattern and everything that you need right there.
And it's 72 inches big, but I was just going to say there's only 4 fabrics, so talk about easy peasy.
Right, right. You'd very much enjoy making that one. If any of you made a swoon block, it is, well, I think the original ones were 16 inches.
Right.
And then there was mini swoon, and then there was...
We've made them all, haven't we, Marcia?
Yeah, but it's a fun block to make, and it's really satisfying because it's just the way it turns out. I just love them. Love them, love them, love them. The other new thing that's came in is the Quilt Works Huckleberry fabric. So Montana is known for their huckleberries, and of course Judy and Judelle Niemeyer are from Kalispell, Montana. And so this is the collection of their 3 newest mini collections, and I can't remember what the names of the 3 of them are, but they're 2.5-inch strips of every single fabric that they have in the new ones, and of course it's called Huckleberry. So you're going to want to grab one of them. I know that a lot of you Quiltworks lovers are collectors of their strip packs.
Yes, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful
It
colors.
is.
And you brought me huckleberry jam once. It was delicious.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Kendra and Susie are going to be heading out to Montana in October. They're taking the new class. They'll be out there for a week. They're taking the new class for
Technique
of the Month, the new one of Quiltworks. So we're excited about that too.
Okay, I can hardly contain myself.
Uh-huh.
We have Scrappiness is Happiness. It's a new Lori Holt publication. I'm fairly certain I own all of her books. I've made many of her quilts. And
well, when
I'm
you
still
first
not
started
done.
working for us, I think you had your first class was a Lori Holt scrappy quilt. It had
Yes.
red and white gingham on the outside. I remember it.
Yep.
It was really cute.
Yep. So, but what is a little different about the Scrappiness is Happiness one, many of the Lori Holt books are pictorial in nature. This is more about, okay, Marcia and I have done this often, but this is more about how to organize your scraps, how to take your leftovers and create a creative box. Maybe we should go a little, well, no.
Okay.
But in addition to cutting up and making that finished project, we also have single blocks, and we have, she calls them 1 block wonders, those are the mushrooms, but how to put them together, and she suggests which bin you want to go to. So she gives tips and tricks for how to organize your fabric that's left over from projects in your sewing studio.
So this is really a whole bunch of quilt patterns in here, right?
There is a whole bunch of quilt patterns in there, and you know there's the
Lori shares 32 scrappy quilts.
I know, 32 scrappy quilts. I mean, like right there, you had me at scrappy. I'm always happy when I'm scrappy.
So this is $34.95, so it's just a tish over $1 a pattern.
You got to get this book, I'm telling you. You have to get this book. But what's nice is it's multi-size too. Sometimes, you know, one size doesn't fit all, so you can
They're really pretty
do it.
things.
Do you want to go low? Or are you good?
No, we're good.
All right.
Anyways, this is also would be for a quilter. This is also kind of a nice coffee table book too.
It is. And just because it's scrappy doesn't mean you can't buy a package of fat quarters, because a coordinating package of fat quarters would make any one of these quilts beautifully.
Absolutely.
So that is a must in my book.
I think so too. Okay, the other thing we got in here, and we packaged them like this for you for $13.99. I believe this is a yard of neutral quilt labels for those of you that you can use
We
these.
might have to go sideways even though they're...
Yep. You can use these with fabric pens, or you can machine embroider on them, or you can do whatever you want, but it's just labels. And you know, I am very guilty of not putting labels on my quilts.
Well, you had ribbons made that said pine needles.
Well, right,
quilted,
but
so
I need to get better about when I gift quilts, that I put, some of our customers are so good, and they make, the labels are just about as beautiful as the front quilt.
Right, and there's blank ones, and they say made with love, thinking of you. There's all sorts of nice sentiments, but what an easy way to put a label
Everybody
on the back
needs
of your quilt.
this in their stash, just in case they'd have them on hand, and they can slap a label on really quick on those shower gifts or little gifts that you give here and there, or grandbaby or the neighbor's child. If you make a baby blanket, they'll remember it's from the neighbor down the road.
Right.
That lady Marcia, who's always losing her glasses.
You don't really lose them.
Well, I have like 8 pairs now. Now these are just readers, so it's not like I go get prescription ones, but yeah, I have a lot. Well, actually, one day I had to go over here to TJ Maxx because they were all at home.
Right.
And I couldn't be without them. So I got plenty. I got a really good deal over there. All right, so I am a candle lover. You are a candle lover. Susie is a candle lover. And we have been talking about these candles. These are Milk House candles, a mom and pop shop from St. Ansgar, Iowa, just a skip and a hop away from us. They're all made with soybean oil and beeswax. So no paraffin, and it's all natural so no colors. But the scents are beautiful. Like this one is pumpkin patch.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so if you were here, you'd be getting your cup of coffee and the butter because it smells like pumpkin bread with walnuts in it. Fresh from the oven, doesn't it?
It does.
She just opened it now and it's like, wow.
Yum.
Okay, so we have brown butter pumpkin. Now, isn't this one of the most popular ones?
This one is their most popular scent right now, especially. This is also brown butter pumpkin. So we have them in the little tartlets and in this. We have them in all different kinds of jars, but we just brought one of each to show you.
And it's delicious. It makes you hungry all day long.
This little pint jar is called caramel corn. Every day is my favorite, but I love that. So if you haven't gathered yet, we're featuring fall scents, and Susie has actually put these on sale for us.
And I'm going to talk about pumpkin pancakes.
Okay.
Okay, delicious. And they are in the little wax melts.
Can you smell this?
I know. Can you smell that?
This one is called Autumn Day, and this is the small Milk House jar. And these are unique to them, and it's really fun. And at first I thought, oh, these have kind of an opaque, but when these, you can kind of see the flickering through these.
They're pretty.
You can light these with your long stick lighter, but also a hint for lighting these is a piece of spaghetti.
Right, and they have a hanger.
They do.
So if you have a shepherd's hook kind of thing on your deck, you could hang it as long as it's not windy.
Right.
Okay, Autumn Day is gorgeous.
This one is for you.
Autumn Day, yes. You already mentioned that, but okay,
Did
so
I?
Autumn Day, these are the same, but Autumn Day is like apple picking time with cinnamon and you gotta smell it again now, don't you? So it reminds me of when we're making apple pies at my house, but it's not completely apple, so don't think it's all apple. It just has a hint of apple.
So like pumpkin patch, these are the 2 sizes of candles that they come in.
Oh, well, here. So here, is that
and
what we're doing?
These are a butter jar, and that's a small milk jar. I don't have the large milk jar. I don't have them all out here. This is a limited edition one.
I gotta grab these other ones. I put them too far.
And it's called Blessed. And this one is a combination. I think as it burns down, it gets a new scent. So we have pear, vanilla, brown sugar, and spice. So this one is called Blessed. Yes.
Oh no, that's a great combination.
It is
because
yummy.
we're going to talk about our favorite 9-pounder in a little bit.
We
right?
are.
So that would be a great gift for yourself, but also a hostess gift.
Absolutely. These are the 2 little Halloween ones. One of them is called Carving Pumpkins.
And I have poison apple.
And they smell yummy too.
Oh,
but
yeah.
So these are a little smaller.
Yep.
And fun. I don't know how many ounces these are, but again, a lot of fun.
Heavy.
They are. And then also we have these. This right now, I've ordered the jar candles of this one, but somebody just ordered online just about everything we had.
Rake, pile, and leaf.
Rake, pile, and leaf. And this one's apple strudel. So next week, we should have all the jar candles of these 2 scents as well. But we sold out already of apple strudel and rake, pile, leaf. So those are coming. So if you want those, and they're 15% off. Well, we decided that all of our fall scents would be 15% off until we decide they're not.
Okay. Now, Marcia, I know you've used these melts in your office.
I have.
And I've used these melts in my office.
Mm-hmm.
They last like forever.
They do.
They do. And in fact, I usually carve up a little chunk because the whole chunk
is too,
lasts
sometimes
too long.
It has too much of a throw. So that makes sense, if it's too much. Sometimes, Susie keeps her door shut quite often. And sometimes when I go in there, it's like, whoa, ho, ho, ho. Smells like you were right in the apple orchard picking and smashing apples for cider and everything else. So, yeah.
Sometimes they throw it across the office and I'm wondering why I'm getting hungry at 10 o'clock.
I know. That's the only thing, like the sticky buns one. Yeah, it makes your mouth water.
Okay.
So this is a favorite too. This is the monster candle. This is got 7 wicks.
This is Happy Fall, y'all. So this is the big version of this cute. I didn't realize it was different smells. I didn't read it close enough. I mean, this is the little version of this 9-pounder.
Right. So the Happy Fall, y'all, is this one has 9 pounds of cool breeze and autumn leaves. And I think the scents in here, there's many scents, but I can't find what they are.
Well, you keep reading because I think it says. But it has, as it burns down through the smells, you get the different varieties. And they give you this lovely wood stand to set it on. I know it has that brown sugar smell.
I know. It doesn't, we didn't do all of our research. This tells you how to use it. It comes with every single one.
Oh, we should have brought the list. That's what you're telling me.
Yeah,
we should have brought the list.
Bring the list.
Now, the first time you light the big guy, you got to let it burn for 4 hours. So you want to have some
You want
time.
it to burn down on the sides so you don't have the tunneling happening. And you do also have to trim these wicks a little bit.
Right.
You know,
but
so.
it's gorgeous. But that sits, you don't have to sit it. Just set the wood tray. Let's do
Right.
visual. They can't see it down there. Here.
Oh, yeah. So you set it on the wood tray to burn it. Absolutely love it. And then you have this reusable tin to use later.
Know.
So excited about.
I don't know. I might have some fabric I can store in there when I'm done.
Yarn?
Well, I said fabric this time. I've been doing littles at my house. I've been transitioned back to cotton wool again.
So it's time for our trivia question.
Okay, we ready? So
I think we are.
The first one to get the right answer typed in the comment section to Susie's computer gets a $10 certificate from the Marcia and Joy Show.
Whoa, yay.
Now, I read this question.
Did you know the answer?
It was not the answer I was thinking.
Okay, well, you can
So
share
here
that
we
with
go.
us later. All right. So, what particular quilt block symbolizes that they were on the correct path? Well, this is not worded right. What particular quilt block symbolizes what the slaves were, that they were,
I typed it exactly as she wrote it, folks. So
slaves were on the
correct path for the Underground Railroad. So
okay.
she was up early doing this, and I just typed it in.
Finish that.
But
do it, Rayleigh.
What particular quilt block symbolized for the slaves that they were traveling on the Underground Railroad? Now, I did spell everything correctly. I did make some corrections, but I didn't correct the sentence structure. I just typed it in blindly.
So
it's a
on
blind
the
leading the
Underground Railroad, they would hang quilts on, and each quilt had a particular meaning.
Yes.
So this quilt hung up on the clothesline or out of their window or wherever it was meant that, yes, you were on your way, you're on the right path.
Whew, that was a mouthful.
So the first one to get the
No
correct
wonder I had a different answer.
the
'cause it
correct
was-
answer to Susie's computer wins a $10 gift certificate right here. So do we have a winner already? Really?
Even with all your fumbling.
Oh my gosh, fumbling and mumbling.
Oh, Dorothy
So,
Higgum.
yay.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Dorothy. The answer is the bear paw. The bear paw block. So I suppose, the bears walking, and that helped them know that they...
And I suppose maybe the toes pointed in a particular direction helped.
Who knows, but that's a little Underground Railroad trivia for you.
Okay.
Okay, now we are particularly excited about some new things that came in the store from Bernina University.
Yes, we are. Okay, so the first one up, because it's under my hand, is the Big Book of Stitches. And coming to Pine Needles in the winter quarter, I'm going to offer a class on how to set up your decorative stitches, how to create gorgeous stitch recipes. Because I don't know about you, I taught mastery class and I discovered most of my peeps don't use all those fun stitches on their machine. And some of you have over 1,000. And this really inspired me. I saw the samples. It spoke to me personally. It's a joy. We got to come in and play and make some great things with all these stitches.
Play with all your peeps.
Play with all my peeps.
You do.
And the other thing is I know you collect threads I collect threads, and there's so many fun threads out there on our floor in the Wonderful Boutique that are perfect to go hand in hand with this. And so in the coming weeks, I'll be taking a deep dive and deciding how to best present the fun that is in this book. But you don't have to wait, because for the class, we're going to be using this as part of our structure. So you don't have to wait. You can get one today and enjoy what
And then
is
you'll
in
be
here.
ready for class.
Then you'll be ready for class.
When she
so
has
a
it.
big book
But that's
of
next winter.
stitches. Yes, in the winter.
Okay, we're gonna switch spots here
Okay.
real quick because she's got to show you something fun.
Okay. the other-
Musical chairs.
musical chairs. So, my chair is swivelly. If you wouldn't mind passing me those. So we also have, oh wow, that's weird on this side of the room. We have 2 new hoops from Bernina that I want to share with you. So if you hit that, I'll do it.
Okay.
So the first one I want to share with you, as I disassemble all this stuff, I was doing show and tell. This is the new clamp hoop by Bernina, and I should have disassembled it. Sorry for the poor
That's
grammar.
okay.
So this hoop is kind of strange. It's square, so that's kind of a big.
No, you're
whoops.
down here. Yeah, there
Sorry,
we go.
square,
There we go.
square hoop
Right here.
to clamp on your embroidery module. But what makes this one really work is this heavy-duty template that comes with it, so it makes positioning super easy. So you simply slide your hoop under your project, and you can't see the hoop anymore. But when I set this template down on top, you can easily see, and maybe not from your distance, but it has all these beautiful diagonal lines. You just do a simple shift, and I'm feeling a little backwards here,
yep.
but before you start getting those all clamped
Well,
in
I thought
place.
if I put one, then it would stay.
Well, no, I don't want it.
Oh.
I need to, sorry. Let me shift it just a second. I'm wondering if I have it upside down. There we go. That's the problem.
There you go.
It's directional. But what you can't see at home necessarily is there are diagonal lines across here. There's horizontal and vertical lines. And once you have it lined the way you want it, you just simply hold down the template and you can clip these in place. And
Just need to put 4 on, but you've got a lot, so it is going to stay
put.
when you're stitching.
So this is quite brilliant in the alignment, and can you go the first button upper left? There you go. The great thing about
I know,
this is
when you're
it's,
trying to make it look so easy.
I know. I haven't been running the master controls lately, but
No, I
Marcia's-
mean, yes, you know,
well,
it really is easy to hoop.
it would be easier if I put it on right. But here's the thing. It's not just for the quilts. It's also for those hard to hoop things. So recently we were embroidering the backs of shirts at our house. And sometimes managing like a sweatshirt or a garment is
Or
a
a
little bit
towel,
tricky,
you know.
or a towel. This is easy because you can lay it down and you put this over the top. And then last week we featured those nice non-slip mats from OESD together. They're powerful. But this is a really strong visual for centering things. And we'll have it up at the counter for you to check out and try yourself.
Well, and when she had it on the star, like for quilting, you can line up that angled line right on your star, so your quilting design, whatever you're going to put in here, is going to be perfectly with your star, even if your star is not quite perfect.
Right.
You know?
So this particular hoop is for our 7 and 8 series owners because of the size of the hoop. Now the next hoop, oh my goodness, I kind of had to scratch my head a little bit because it looks a little bit funny. But how this one works is we have open arm embroidery machines on our Bernina. Let me tilt it like that. So this can slide under that open arm, but on the back side, do you see that it's closed bag, but it has a little different construction. This will slide right over your clamping mechanism and hook down. So if I were to loosen this easy release, this piece is
Looks
curved and it goes over the top, but what makes it cool and unique is you don't need the other side of your object to be open. It can be closed because the hoop part slides right inside your bag.
So there's no more having to rip out the side seams to get it in your hoop.
Or the bottom.
Yep.
This simply sits on top like that. Quick tighten, it's in place, and then this is going to clamp right on your embroidery module. And when you put it on your machine, this slides under the open arm, so you have full access, and this doesn't get all wadded up, and there's no more struggle bus to get everything clamped in place.
It's pretty amazing.
It is pretty amazing, and you know what? We probably need to do the big switch, but this
No, we can
is
stay here. We're
the
just about
open
done.
arm. This is the open arm embroidery hoop, and this will work on the 5, the 7, and the 8, so all Bernina machines. However, your machines do need an update, and that is of course free to have done, so that the hoops are recognized on your machine.
Okay, well, I guess we had Bernina Gifted on here too. If you want to talk really briefly about that. Do you have slides?
I covered up that one slide, Marcia.
Oh, okay.
But Bernina Gifted, let me just talk about it. So this month we have gifts with purchase that come with most of our machines. So for example, if you were to purchase the long arm from us, and we now have 3 more set up in our classroom, many of them come with a gorgeous gift of a big long arm accessory box. The embroidery machines and the sewing machines come with things like the big book of feet. They come with extra luggage. They come with ruler feet and quilting feet, because their goal, Bernina, is to get you creating and finishing your quilts in your life.
Lots of gifts with the Bernina machines right now. And at the end of the month, we're going to Baby Lock. We're not forgetting about Baby Lock either, but we'll be bringing back some new information about the Baby Lock machines. And Susie just got a message today, or an email, that our new models, the 4 new models, are on their way here to our shop.
Oh my goodness, I can't wait.
So,
I cannot wait to get them out of the box. And if you are a current Solaris owner, there is an upgrade 3 for you that you are going to want to purchase. And they have special pricing and deals through the end of this month, and we have the details at the counter for you.
Absolutely. So lots of exciting news coming on the Baby Lock side too, as well. Well, before we head over onto our auction quilt, which is the last thing for today, we do want to tell you that there will be no show next week, because there are 5 of us going to the cabin, and we're going to be talking about all of these new quilt classes and everything, and we have some of the samples done, but some of them we don't have done, because some of the things we just picked up at Bernina University in July. So we're taking 5 sewing machines and 3 embroidery machines, and 5 of us are going up there, and we are going to stitch out samples for 4 days.
We are.
And we're going to have fun and jammies all day long. We eat
come
what
on.
we
You
want.
don't need to tell them all the details. So
We drink what we want.
They'll feel bad for us.
I know we're going to be slaving
The
over
sweatshop.
2 machines per person almost.
I know, right?
Oh, yeah, hate it. Oh.
Anyway.
So anyways, we'll be traveling back home on Wednesday next week, so there won't be a Marcia and Joy show next week. We'll just skip 1 week.
Right.
All right, so the
Probably
auction
worth
quilt.
it. Okay.
Oh, we're ready. Spaghetti. All right.
This was one of my favorites when we brought it out. I'm going to move this out of the way.
It was. This is a really fun quilt, and it's made all with a Moda grunge, kind of the pastel-y colors, and then the dark contrast, kind of a positive and negative effect with the pastels in there too. I think Susie made this one, and it is just a lovely little quilt, and I think these are 2-inch finished squares in all of those, so appropriate for just about anyone. So tomorrow morning this will be right here on the Facebook page, and you can bid in the comments. And Saturday at 1 o'clock the auction ends, so you'll want to, if you want this one,
You'll want to have a bid.
absolutely.
And we are going to do one quick little flip thing because we forgot something. Or
Okay.
actually, I'm going to just reach over the top of you, Marcia.
Okay.
We forgot to talk in the Start, Restart, Talk, Take 2. If you're interested in any of our products on our webpage, PNQS.net, we have a special shopping tab that just puts everything we talked about today in one place. That way, if we forgot anything, it's all there.
And they can shop at their convenience, and now it'll be for 2 weeks, because it'll be up there for 2 weeks, because
It
we
will.
won't be here with you next Wednesday. And yes, we're going to miss you terribly.
We are.
Absolutely. So we're going to button this up for today. Once again, thank you so much for joining us here live at Pine Needles Quilt and Sew in Rochester, Minnesota. We are the Marcia and Joy Show, and we can't wait to see you next time. Until then, we will keep you in stitches. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.